Good afternoon and welcome to the Change and Nature Zone Farming at Summer Shell Natural Farm Ramnagar, the pride of Purnia and Bihar. पूर्णिया एवं बिहार का गौरव और पर्यावरण संतुलन का पर्याय बन चुका हमारा ये समर शेल प्राकृतिक फार्म रामनगर से मैं आपका मित्र हिमकर मिश्रा आप सबों का स्वागत करता हूँ. Today we are at our there's some focused activity going on in terms of clearing the pathway which had been full of weeds and we had excessive rains here. Purnia is famous for its excessive rains. Lot of floods and everything in Purnia district. Though Ramnagar does not get flooded, but most of the land is low lying, so you do have water logging. But because the soil being sandy, the water retention or water logging is not there for a long time. It's just one day of sunshine and you can see the. But of course, the soil is wet, slushy, damp, everything. And so here we have two of our oldest boys who have been working with us since childhood and for generations actually. तो वह एक आमोद कामती और एक जगन्नाथ पंडित हमारे जो हैं. तो इन लोगों को आज ये काम दिया गया है कि ये लोग अपना रास्ता बनाते जाएं क्योंकि अब बरसात भी अब हो गया मैंने अब ख़त्म है. अब हम लोग को आइसोलेटेड रेंस मिलेगा, स्कैटर्ड रेंस यहाँ पे. सो इट्स टाइम दैट वी क्लियर दी बिकॉज नाउ इट्स गोइंग टू बी द विजिटर सीजन ऑल्सो. लॉट ऑफ विजिटर्स वुड बी विजिटिंग द फार्म हियर. तो एक तो वी आर डूइंग दिस pathway, again restoring the pathway back, and secondly the boys that side are doing the moringa stumps. So we'll go there and we'll see what's happening with the stumps near 6 bigha stretch of our farm on the eastern end. Let's so we'll walk you to that but in between enjoy the walkthrough because this is not something that you would find always, because now it's a very dense food forest now. We have the mahoganies and the lemons and the pink pepper and the haldi and the desi tuar and the guavas and the subabuls, the moringa which is the first line of the top cover. And as I was saying this, because the leaves being very small, sunlight percolates through them, and now as you can see we are in the midst of such a shaded pathway now. So we are walking from here, and these are the stumps. These are the new stumps that Subodh has got planted here. And what we have done is they have put they have soaked it in honey, which is a very good root stimulant. So we have done that. Now what they'll do is they have done this. So now on top of it they'll cover it with cow dung. ये गोबर से इसको बंद किया जाएगा, and in a fortnight's time new leaves would spring forth. Same here. So though moringa is also propagated through seeds, but the mortality in these seeds is very high. But stumps, I'm not too sure about what happens in the south and the rest of the country, but here most of the moringas they grow from the stumps. So now we are walking towards this is our Agastya Bari, and on our west is the Lychee Bari here. Bari again is an orchard. So Agastya Bari here, but of course apart from Agastyas we have a lot of pink pepper, column of pink pepper here. And again here this is a new one that you can see the stumps and you can see the cow dung here. And this is the Agastya, and their leaves, I tell you, they are magical to your health. And we make it a point to have moringa leaf juice every day. And now I have begun feeding my cattle, my cows and buffaloes also with Agastya leaves. So we mix Agastya leaves with subabu leaves along with vetiver grass and the other local grass that they cut for the cattle. They mix all of them and becomes a very nourishing and a very healthy diet for the and it's very good for the liver and the spleen, as I told you earlier. So this is what's happening here, and you can see mahogany also growing with gay abandon here. And now we're walking to this ये क्या है, ये mahogany है क्या? झुनझुना है. So as you can see The walkthrough is just amazing, and you would like the lush green on both sides. And I'm just flanked by the green cover from all sides. And with Zara and Rex today. Zara, of course, was not well today. Age is catching up with him also. And so old age is the biggest curse that can happen to a living being. And but that is the year. So now we have come to the boys here. Now we have 3 of them, Sudhir, Pavan and Mithilesh, who are now, as you can see, Mithilesh and Sudhir, यहाँ लगा दियो हो। अच्छा, ये इतना छोटा क्यों कर रहा है उसको? तो बड़ा होना चाहिए ना। मैं छोटे अच्छा चलो कोई बात नहीं, पर ये ना उसको गोबर लगाओगे। ओके, तो ये and you can see the mound here. So this is how it is, and now it's you know, the leaves would spring forth from everywhere, and the new germination, new trees, and we'll have this very healthy cover of moringa. We have already added around more than 5,000 moringa in our they are existing here. Now we are adding another 1,000, 2,000 here. And let me tell you, here Sudhir has been with us for the last 20 years. और नहीं 15 साल ना, अभी कितने 25 साल के हो गए? So he was my father's earlier attendant, and now and for generations हम लोग के साथ हैं ये, more than 3-4 generations now, and he's been a very good attendant to my father. And my father taught him गाड़ी भी चलाना मालिक सिखाया था तुमको. और उसके बाद पवन जो है, he is another one of his erstwhile attendants in भोपाल. ये भी 4-5 साल रहा, a very good attendant उस समय मेरे डैडी के लिए. और अभी ये फार्म पे आया है. सो देवर ये लोग सबकी शादी हो गई अभी हाल में. ये तीनों विवाहित लड़के हैं हमारे. तो सब मिथिलेश जो सुबोध का छोटा भाई है, सुधीर और पवन. So now we are walking outside, to the Tanki Bari, and as we walk out of this so and as you can, I'll tell you what. एक चीज सुबोध इधर आओ. Now this is a semel stump. We just cut it half today. They have protruding needle type of so it's easy for the creeps to grow through it. So what Subodh has done is, you can see the dragon fruit. इसको इसमें हम लोग चढ़ा रहे हैं. इसमें we're not using the conventional pillars to propagate dragon fruit. We are trying to grow them in the in such semels or the subabul and the other trees and the kadams and everything. So so everything remains natural in the farm here, and as you can see everywhere, it's all about the green. And how does one not fall in love with this beautiful green cover, the beautiful nature that I'm surrounded with. So much of carbon sequestration, there's so much of growth, there's so much of optimism, and you can just see a subabul tree growing very fast, and they grow very fast, very high, and they are, as I told you, they are excellent cattle feed, very nourishing, and these roots fix a lot of nitrogen to the soil, and their wood also serves as low grade timber, as I was telling you. And in between you have everything actually growing everywhere. You have the khas, you have the subabul, you have the guavas, you have the subabul and the drumstick, and the lemons and the lychee here, the pink pepper here. So everything everywhere, and it gives you the leverage to try out new things. Rex चला गया आगे क्या? नहीं पता. Rex, come here. Rex, उधर ही है क्या? सुधीर आ गया? अच्छा. So Rex has gone back to the farm to the other way. So what we'll do is we'll just walk back to the farm here. The idea is to share a walkthrough with you all. It's amazing. It's an amazing walkthrough, and how a wasteland has been converted into a rich source of soil, a good humus, everything productive, and the 5 years has been a path-breaking, path-defining thing in terms of our activity here. This farm has been a no-till farm in the last 20 years. There has been no tilling of the soil. There has been no ploughing. It's a purely, it began as an organic farm, and then, you know, it elevated itself into a purely natural farm. So that would mean that we don't even add any organic inputs, anything that's outside. We depend on the vetiver, we depend on the desi tuar, and we depend on the mustard, and we depend on the everything to, you know, to soil building and everything. And tomorrow should be an exciting day again, weather permitting. We are planning to add around 200 mahogany plants on the boundary, on the southern periphery of our farm. So we already have around 500 to 800 mahogany players. Zara wapas, Zara come back, come back. So on the southern front, we'll have all this mahogany. सुबह को मैंने कहा है कल mahogany लगवाने के लिए. And now अब जैसे जैसे दिन बीतता जाएगा, once the pathway has been cleared, then we'll start pruning the you know, the farm everywhere, the fields everywhere, because you would see a lot of guava trees, lot of guava plants, lot of papitas, and lot of desi tuar, which are hidden now in the weeds and the vetiver here. So it's going to be a very exciting, these are exciting times ahead also. So now we are walking back to the farm, and I'm sure you're enjoying this walkthrough, because this is something that catches your attention, catches your eye instantly. And in a few years from now, when these moringa plants, moringa stumps grow into you know, moringa trees in a year's time from now, it would be a different ball game, you know, altogether. We are again flanked by, and you can see just this is a new stump, and you can see how from the stumps new leaves are springing forth. So this tree would just grow very fast now from here. So moringa is also known as kalp vriksha in our scriptures, in Ayurveda and everywhere. Or as you know, it's called for the Indian audience, I will tell you that these are known as sahajan, and the drumsticks is sahajana ka phali, which we use as a vegetable, very rich source of vegetable. It has a lot of health benefits, lot of good health properties. And again here now you would see another example of we have been also been planting papayas on the pathway here, and you can see how this papaya tree, not even I think 3 to कितने महीना हो गए, 4 महीना होगा इसका, 4-5 महीना. In 5 months, see the growth and see how thick the trunk is, and you can see the fruits, how the fruits are coming up everywhere here. Again, this would be and everywhere. It's not an isolated case. You can see how these papayas are shaping up, the new fruiting, flowering of it. And we'll go to the other end where we'll go to this part, and you can see here this is the entrance to our farm. But here what we'll see is, I wanted to show you this example. Just at the entrance when you build the you know, the fencing here, and you can see how these papaya tree has grown so thick, and they are all, you know, all flanked by vetiver. And I've been telling you always that plants which have vetiver around them, they grow faster, they grow more healthy, they fruit more, they are more delicious, and everything here. So on a basis here, we have done this fencing part of it here, and that side is the small vegetable thing that we are doing here. So now what we'll do is we'll call it a day. So let me conclude by telling you what I tell you every day. Keep appreciating, keep criticizing, keep suggesting, but don't forget to watch it, because today Summer Shell Natural Farm Ramnagar is the pride of Purnia and Bihar. But the day is not far off when this beautiful natural food forest shall be the pride of the country, and probably, and we hope that with your support, with your good wishes, one day this farm will be successfully be positioned on the global map. हमारे हिंदी के दर्शकों के लिए हमेशा की तरह प्रशंसा कीजिए, आलोचना कीजिए, सुझाव दीजिए, पर देखना मत भूलिए, क्योंकि समरशेल प्राकृतिक फार्म रामनगर आज पूर्णिया एवं बिहार का गौरव है, पर आने वाले दिनों में ये पूरे देश का गौरव होगा। और शायद वो दिन भी दूर नहीं है जब हम इसे विश्व के मानचित्र पर सफलतापूर्वक इसे स्थापित कर पाएंगे। इसके साथ ही दिस इज हिमकर मिश्रा टेलिंग यू गुड बाय फ्रॉम ग्राउंड जीरो ऑफ समरशेल नेचुरल फार्म रामनगर। थैंक यू वेरी मच।